Big, big push, supple or right. Good. Circle again around the poles. Very nice. Reach into the bridle there. Super. Now think about like shoulder in on the long side. Right leg forward to the girth, both hands slightly right. Super. Super. Good, till she clicks in. Miss Nosy Pants. You should see the baby. The baby was trying to get Kleenex out of the box through the window on the shelf the other day. Karma's looking at her like, what the F is that? Right elbow down, holding that right shoulder, holding your hip from falling to the right. Good, change rein again. Big change to the bend. Maybe on the turn sitting. Drive with the right sit bone and leg. Good, shorten up that rein so you don't get stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now practice with your seat, making the trot go a bit more forward and then bringing it back. Super. Yes. And a little more forward. And back. A little straighter to the right. Yeah, with your right shoulder. Good. Keep your right sit bone toward the left. Yes. Good. And a little forward through the corner. Bend and go sideways. Bend and go sideways. Forward, go. That's what we're hoping for next. So that when you push her forward, you have a little bit more seat to communicate the transition. So you're going to drop that right sit bone down and give her a little scoopy-doopy. Good, straight to the right. And scoopy-doopy. Suck her back up. Right elbow, bear weight. Push her off the right leg. Good, now ask. And the trot when you're ready. Beautiful transition, but the counter lead. So you still got to make sure that you get your right sit bone down and your right leg she wraps around, and then you scoop her up with the right sit bone and maybe a touch of the left leg, but don't use the left leg to the point that it pushes you off your right sit bone, because your right sit bone's hard for you to keep down. Super here. And you'll see her licking and chewing. She's happy. Your painting is beautiful. Is it a watercolor?
Watercolor naked gorgeous. That's the lady. That's where your glasses came from. I cried when I saw her at Acorn Fair. I cried. Oh, it was beautiful.
What was that?
Gorgeous. Who's riding after her? Anybody?
Karen wants to come and go around the loop. She had a wheelbarrow injury yesterday, so I told her I'd go. You guys want to go?
Three of us.
Tuki can ride Juvie, and you can ride one of mine.
And Louie's gonna just trot along beside us.
I'm just thinking of horses.
No, I was just gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to give her a little lesson.
Super.
Over here.
And flex. And flex. Flex right. Make it feel loose. Sit to the left. Flex and flex and flex. And leg yield feeling. Super. Big trot, big trot, big trot. Very good. Turn down the quarter line. See if you can straighten her with a tiny bit of opening rein. Yep. And then the leg yield. There's a bigger, wider crossing with the better flexion. Down the poles. Feel it improve the trot. So she does really well until she gets distracted and puts her head in the air like, what's over there? Oh no, I see people. She's just such a mommy. She's a busybody. They all are. They all need to know what's going on every second. One more time down through the poles. Right shoulder back. Look ahead. Super. Atta girl. Transition sitting. Active right sit bone. Good. See some shoulder in from the back so we see it in the video. Little bit more angle. There you go. And straighten. Super. Change rein around the poles with a 10-meter half circle at B. Awesome. When'd you get all tricky? Oh, you're going across the diagonal.
I didn't
Okay.
know. I was trying to process.
So 10-meter half circle around the poles and back to M, and then you came off at M, and I thought you were going to left turn around the poles and change direction. And that's actually referred to as a half circle in reverse and change direction. So I thought you were being extremely tricky. Look ahead. I was going to give you a lesson on Dilly, so now I wanted to have time to process.
Okay. It's all good.